Okay, this is a reaction to Henry Talks Tottenham, Henry Talks Football. This is after the Arsenal Tottenham game, which was played this afternoon. Spurs 1, Arsenal 4. Now, when Tottenham sacked Frank, Thomas Frank, Henry said we're going to get a new manager, new manager bounce. That's what we're going to get. We actually have a chance to do something here. That's what he said about a week and a half ago. We are Tottenham TV said we got the new manager bounce. Well, not necessarily, okay, because you still have the same players that you have when Thomas Frank got sacked. It's not like the manager came in and bought I forget his name, bought a whole bunch of new players. Thanks, Tudor. New players. It didn't happen. Okay, you still have the same players. Okay, and you're getting some of them back. I think you get Richarlison back next week, but I don't know what he expected. I don't know if he expected the manager to come in and throw some magic dust, and all of a sudden Spurs was going to be, able to beat Arsenal. Look, I thought Spurs actually, We Are Tottenham TV said that Spurs didn't play well in the first half. I thought they played pretty well in the first half, and it was 1-1. I know there was a goal that was disallowed in the second half by Spurs. We made it 2-2, but needless to say, Arsenal was the better team. Okay, they were going to win this game. Regardless, I mean, the more I think about it, the more. But let's see what Henry has to say about this, okay? Because again, it's fascinating to see what he thinks about this, because I don't know what he was expecting. I really don't.
Pack your Durex, pack your suntan lotion, pack your flip flops, get your swimming shorts on, get your Ray-Bans out, because we actually could go to the fucking championship this season.
He says that, but I'm not so sure about that, because, you may actually be better off, because the teams below you are not going to gain enough points to catch you. That may happen. But we'll see. We'll see.
We brought in a new manager, and listen, it's not his fault today. But a collective of stupid decisions from this football club has now put us in a situation where West Ham have made a point up on us this weekend. Leeds United have made a point up on us this weekend, and so have West Ham. We are hovering above the relegation zone. And Eberechi Eze, my word, I have never... He is one of my favourite...
Yeah, Eberechi Eze, Look, Henry wanted Eberechi Eze at Tottenham. Okay, that is a fact. And Eberechi Eze was on his way to Spurs. Okay? Until, I guess, as I understood it, he contacted Mikel Arteta and said, hey, I'm available. Are you going to? And Mikel Arteta said, yes, we're going to. They did. And now he played. I mean, of the 8 goals that Arsenal has scored against Spurs this year, okay, 4-1 at the Emirates, 4-1 here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, 5 of them have been by Eberechi Eze.
Players in the Premier League before he joined that lot down the road. And he has now got 3 goals away from home against us. Sorry, 2 goals away from home and 3 goals at home against us. 5 goals he scored against us in 2 games. And I'm not going to fucking lie, I am seething. That performance overall in the balance was what you'd expect. We don't have the players to go toe-to-toe with Arsenal. We are so far from it. It's fucking pathetic. This football club is fucking pathetic. When you look at what we want to do as a football club...
Yeah, to be fair, they lost this game before it was even kicked off because of what the decisions that they've made. And look, Tottenham has been... I didn't grow up in North London, okay? I don't hate Tottenham. Even though I'm an Arsenal fan, I do not hate Tottenham, okay? I don't love them. I hope Arsenal beats them every single time they play them, obviously, but I do not hate Tottenham Hotspur. Okay, I'm one of the few Arsenal fans out there that don't hate Tottenham because I didn't grow up there. I didn't grow up. Spurs is my enemy. Yeah, again, I don't look at it that way, but it is clear that Spurs have done this to themselves. They lost this game before this game was even kicked off.
When you look at where we want to go, Vinay and Lange should have been sacked ages ago. And we're sitting here right now in the Premier League in a relegation battle. We have spent the same amount practically they have in the last 5 or 6 years. And look at where they are and look at where we are. They've just gone 5 points clear of Manchester City and we are hovering above the relegation zone. Actually deep it for a minute. Actually deep it. We're where we are in the league for a reason. We're a poor side. But the North London derby, the fixture that I thought we would get a draw. I thought when it was 2-1, if that goal, listen, I am not one to normally moan about referees too much.
And he doesn't. To be fair, he's pretty honest about his feelings about Tottenham and referee decisions.
But that is soft on Gabriel. On another day, who knows? Who knows on another day that may have been given. But we're sitting here right now, when you're in the scraps, when you're fighting for the little pieces to try and make something out of something in a relegation fight, everything that you're playing for matters. And everything needs to go your way. And listen, I want to say something today. Arsenal deserve that win. They were better on every single metric. Well, we have got to take a long, hard look at ourselves today. We really do. We are 4 points above the relegation zone. And we have got to play Fulham away, Sunderland away, Liverpool away, Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest in our next 5 games.
And those are not going to be easy games at all.
Leeds United got a draw against Villa. Nottingham Forest were a few minutes away from getting a draw against Liverpool today. West Ham got a draw with Bournemouth yesterday. I am getting extremely concerned about the actual next couple of years at this football club. How many players have we got out injured? Gary Neville said it on commentary today. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely pathetic at the amount of injuries we've got. Look at this Premier League table right now. Extremely concerning. -4 goal difference now. Crystal Palace have gone 5 points clear of us.
Yeah, if you look at that, Leeds are 31 points, 2 points ahead of Tottenham. You've got the goal differential with Nottingham Forest and West Ham. So even if they come up and get you on point, you guys have goal difference. So you have that going for you at least.
Leeds United are 2 points clear of us. And bearing in mind, Forest have got to play Palace. Sorry, Brighton have got to play Forest next, which is a massive, massive game. If Forest beat Brighton, they go above us. We would drop down to 16th. And we've got to play Fulham away, who are in 10th. Like, I'm not going to lie. It's just, it's boring at this point. It's fucking...
Yeah, look, that's not going to be an easy game at Fulham. That is not going to be easy because Fulham went to Sunderland today and won 3-1.
Boring. Make sure you go down and drop a like on the video if you haven't already.
Yeah, please click like, share, and subscribe for Henry as well as for me. I would appreciate it.
Make sure you go down, hit that subscribe button. The road to 20,000 is well and truly on. Make sure you go down and hit that subscribe button. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know what to feel like. I am so numb of this football club right now. I am bored. I am tired. I am fed up of this shit. And listen, it's not Igor Tudor's fault. It's really, really not. At the end of the day, what is he supposed to do? He has come in to an absolute shit show and been here for a matter of a week.
Yeah, Igor Tudor is, I mean, look, again, you can't shine crap, okay? That is, if you are garbage, okay, a new manager is not going to be able to do a whole lot, okay? It just isn't. And that's the problem that you have with Tottenham right now. Is look, it's a shame Arsenal doesn't play Tottenham, every week because they would beat them every week.
He had a good interview and he said the right things. And I'm not taking anything away from him. He only has a certain amount of players fit. But they absolutely battered us today. They wanted it more than us. They needed it more than us. Like, they've come to our ground and had 20 shots. We didn't create a big chance, and they created 6. They had 61% possession, and we had 39. Now, I'm sorry, but that is absolutely pathetic. That is pathetic.
Yeah, when I did my reaction to this game, I noticed that we had 20 shots versus 6 by them. 7. Well, according to the one I looked at, the shots on target wasn't didn't have 5 shots on target. I don't think they did, but they had 6 big chances for Arsenal, and none for Tottenham, and big chances missed 3 by Arsenal, 0 by Tottenham because they didn't have any big chances.
20 shots to 6, 1.93 XG against 0.76. And it's Eberechi Eze again. Eberechi Eze has got something like 8 or 9 goals now against us. And we should have been 1-0 down in the opening few minutes. We should have. Vicario nearly gets caught off his line. And they started the game very strong. Very, very strong. You know,
something needs to be said about Arteta, because I didn't think Eze, I realized Eze scored against, had a hat trick again, but Eze really hasn't been playing very well for Arsenal, and yet he started this game. And Gyökeres really didn't do a whole lot against Wolves, yet he started this game, and both of them ended up with 2 goals apiece, which was fantastic. I mean, something has to be said for Mikel Arteta for bringing in those players.
Vicario, Paulinho, Dragusin, Van de Ven, Spence, Saar, Bissouma, Gray, Gallagher, Simmons, Colomwani, up against Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Nkapie, Rice, Zubamendi, Saka, Eze, Trossard, and Victor Gyökeres. The bench, look at their bench to us. Odegaard comes on, gets an assist for Gyökeres. Martinelli starts for us. Mosquera starts for us. Madueke starts for us. And look at that. Look at that list of players.
Yeah, I don't know that any of those players would have made much of a difference in this game, but that list of injuries is appalling.
Players that we have got out injured. Look at that. Actually, look at that. Odegaard, Davis, Romero still suspended.
Well, Romero is not injured. He's suspended for a red card against Manchester United, which should never have happened.
For 3 more games. Udogi, Danso, Porro, Kulusevski, Maddison, Bergvall, Bentancur, Kudus. I'm not going to lie. I just don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know why I get my hopes up. I don't know why I come on here with chest out saying we're going to get something. I don't know why I put my neck on the line to a team that's decimated of injuries. I was just praying. It's pure hopium. The first goal comes from Eberechi Eze. Saka gets down the byline, puts the ball in. It's a fortunate touch for him, and he just volleys it in the back of the net. We show a bit of character. We show a bit of grit, a bit of determination.
Well, the goal that you guys got was a mistake by Rice. If Rice doesn't make that mistake, doesn't lose the ball there, then you guys don't score the goal.
And we respond about a minute later. Colomwani gets his first Premier League goal, and then we make it 1-1. And other than that, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to lie. From that minute on, Arsenal absolutely battered us. We get into half time.
I really thought Tottenham played well in the first half. Okay, maybe I'm looking at it from my, Arsenal-colored glasses and upset about the draw against Wolves and the draw against Brentford and things like that. Maybe I'm sitting here, maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way, but I really thought Spurs, the Spurs fans are saying they got battered in the first half and were fortunate to be 1-1. I thought Spurs was worthy of 1-1, to be honest. Okay, but again, that's my opinion. That's my 2 cents.
You talk about team talks and you talk about the togetherness within the ranks, and Arsenal go out there and score in the opening 47 minutes. And Gyökeres, everyone said that guy was a flop. Everyone said he wasn't good enough. Scores twice against us. Scores twice. 2 against Sunderland, one against Leeds, one against Karat Almaty, one against Inter, 2 today. He has now got what, something like 15 goals in all competitions this season.
You know, York Hayes has not scored. He's not come out scoring bazillion goals like we hoped he would, but he is scoring goals, and he is scoring important goals. And you know, maybe it takes a year to understand how to play in the Premier League, because he came from the Portuguese league, and yeah, I know he played in England before, but this is a different animal, and you know, he may be, you know, he's scoring goals now.
I don't know, man. I'm tired, man. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of being fuming. I'm tired of moaning. I'm tired of complaining. I'm tired of watching this shit week in, week out. I'm tired of it. I'm fucking tired. You know, Nino Perez scores again. Eze scores again. Both of them at the double. And it puts a massive, massive, massive statement in the title race, because now they've gone a few points clear of us. A lot of points clear of us. They've got a few points clear of Man City. Now they're 5 points clear, with Chelsea up next. And you look where we are. Look at us, man. How have we ended up in this position? How have we won the Europa League in the summer and ended up in this position? I'm tired. I'm fucking tired, man. Tired of this. No, listen. Second half, they completely dictated. They completely controlled things. But we are, if anyone...
Yeah, the second half, Arsenal dominated. I thought Arsenal really played in control. Even though that goal was disallowed, I think Arsenal still would have won it.
Doesn't believe we're in a relegation battle. I mean, you look at our last 3 Premier League results.
Yeah, your last Manchester United against home against Newcastle, home against Arsenal. Yeah, look, you guys were in the game against Manchester United until Romero got red carded, and Newcastle, you guys fought back and made it 1-1, then gave up a goal right after it, and Arsenal was really just dominating you guys.
Look at our last results since our last win, as you can see there. Look at that: draw, loss, draw. 0 wins in 5, 0 wins in 6 against City, 0 wins in 7 against Man United, 0 wins in 8 against Newcastle, 0 wins in 9 against Arsenal. And we've got Fulham away, Crystal Palace, Liverpool, Forest, Sunderland, Brighton and Wolves. Only Fulham and Liverpool in that running are in the top 10. I think Sunderland are as well. We have really got to pull our finger out. Otherwise, we genuinely are going down. We really, really are going to go down. Like, for me, I listen. If you don't believe we're in a relegation battle, you need to get real. They wanted it more.
Oh, you're in a relegation battle. There's no doubt about that.
Than us, but you can't put any really blame on Igor Tudor. He's come in. They've run.
Igor Tudor is not to blame for this loss. Like I said, when you got rid of Thomas Frank and you brought in Igor Tudor, you think he's going to throw this magic dust, and all of a sudden Tottenham are going to be good again. It doesn't work like that.
Riot at our stadium again. They've beaten us again, and we sit here in a position of, what do we do now? The hierarchy must be panicking. If they're not panicking, what the fuck are they doing?
They're counting their money. They're making a bunch of money from Tottenham. Okay, that's what they're doing. They are making money. That's what they're doing. I mean, look, you got concerts. You have whole NFL playing there. You're raking in the dough. You're not going to be in the Premier League much longer. Maybe you might be going down, but you're making money.
Look, I'm out. I can't be arsed. I'll see you soon.
Well, that's Henry Talks Tottenham. Henry Talks Football. Please click like, share, and subscribe for him as well as for me. I would appreciate it. That is what it is. Like I said, I don't hate Tottenham. Don't love them, but I don't hate them. It is what it is. Thanks for watching. Please click like, share, and subscribe. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching.